All right, guys, how's it going? Now, before I get into this video, if you are new around these parts, like if you've just stumbled on the channel or something, you wouldn't know that I'm unwell at the moment. I've been unwell for about 4 weeks. I've been down to the quacks today. I've got some antibiotics. I'm coughing, spluttering. You don't need to know about it all, but I'm just telling you this in case, I get confused. Like, I'm tired. I didn't sleep last night. My throat is killing. My voice is very deep. I might be sneezing and coughing and spluttering. All right. So I do apologize. I should be resting, but I can't ignore these things. What's in the papers. I want to talk to my peoples, my regulars around here, because they wait for my daily briefings. I go and check the Spanish newspapers here each morning. For my subscribers. So I'm just not on form, and I do apologize. All right. So let's see if we can make head and tail of this. So, if you've been around here a while, you know that I said expect to see stuff to do with Trent Alexander-Arnold start to get some heat as October goes on. Not early October, later in the month. We've got the game coming up against Real Madrid. So as well as what might be genuine interest, you might see an exaggeration and Real Madrid trying to play the mind games before that fixture with us. They're notorious for it. So we expected to see stuff come out in October. The local media in Liverpool, like I call the click media, LFC click. I don't mean click as in C-L-I-C-K. I mean the click of journalists. They've been trying to imply that the Spanish press is dominated all the time with this apparent interest in Trent Alexander-Arnold. And this is why I buy the papers at them. I got them through the summer for other things, but the reason I'm buying them at the moment is in case stuff like this comes out. If you watch my videos on a regular basis, you will know there's hardly been any mention of Trent out here in Spain until now, really. There's been a little bit, but nothing that, to be alarmed about, that LFC click media want you to believe that they're desperate to sign Trent Alexander-Arnold. And maybe they will be, that might change because of the injury, that they've got there, which we'll discuss today. That could change. And if a player becomes available on a free, then of course interest is going to increase. But basically I've been buying these to show people, look, every day there's nothing here. Now, I told you this stuff would start to come out as the month of October would go on, and it would most likely be stuff from here, from Spain, and not the UK. There is a difference. I've explained this in my newsletter previously as to what it all meant. I have a newsletter. Look in the video description. You can jump on that. It's free to participate, and you can leave at any time if you think it's shite. Now, so I predicted that we'd see this in October. Yesterday, I told you that I expected something to be published today, and said out of the 3 Spanish football dailies, it would be this one that would carry it if they did go ahead with anything. I said that yesterday on the live streams, and here we are today. So we were right with that. That's because a journalist called Jose Felix Diaz, was wittering on about Trent Alexander-Arnold yesterday. And I know he works for this publication. And I suspected that he would run something today, and he has. You can see his name is up here for validation. You know what I'm saying? Jose Felix Diaz. Diaz. Salif Diaz. Sorry, the validation thing. Someone in the summer said you need to show us what you're reading and validate it. So he did go to press with it, right? Now, I am going to record a separate video about the Trent Alexander-Arnold stuff in this paper today. Otherwise, this video is going to be so long, all right? So, but in a nutshell, the Liverpool already know he's not going to renew is the headline, all right? That Marca are going with, and what was it saying inside? Real Madrid is looking for reinforcements on the right side and in the centre of the defence. If any deal is made, it will be signed in January. This is here, a search in the market. And basically this purple right in here is Alexander-Arnold can change the strategy of the whites. Okay? And this is quite a considerable spread. But I can tell you right now, if you don't want to watch the video about this in detail, I can tell you right now, there's not really much being said here, guys. Not really much being said. And this is one of 3 newspapers, Sport and this one, right? These two, they're not touching on anything to do with Trent Alexander-Arnold today. This one does. But like I said, in a nutshell, there's nothing really being said here. There's nothing saying that Trent wants to go there. In fact, it says there's been no, I think it said no contact at the moment. Basically, if he's available on a free, then they would be interested. I think the only statement that's been made here, if you choose to believe it, is that Liverpool know he's not going to renew. That is it. Despite, I mean, it took me fucking ages to go through all of this earlier and to get it translated. And I spoke to my Spanish friends in the cafe just to make sure I was doing everything right. You know what I mean? And there's nothing really in it, guys. I swear down. Yet that article, that newspaper, has sparked multiple reports today, including things that have propped up in the Daily Mail now and the British tabloids, if you like, all banging on about Real Madrid, their interest in Trent, but there isn't really anything in it, right? But watch the video, because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you will read it differently to me. So I will do that after I finish just telling you about these, what's in the papers today. So this is all to do with Trent, obviously. And there was, if I can find it, there's nothing. The only other bit I saw in the papers today was that Valencia is going up for sale. Did I keep my? You know what? I don't know where I keep all my. My mind's gone. I'm definitely not on form. I'm not going to waste your time looking for all this. Here's something that I wanted to show you. Okay, so basically, Valencia goes on the market is in one of the newspapers today. That's not really that relevant, but obviously we've just done a deal for Mamadashvili, Milli Vanilli, as I like to call him. If you want to buy Valencia, you're going to be looking at paying around £300 million if you want to buy that club. All right, so Valencia going on the market is in these papers as well. And the only other bit that might interest some people is an article about Real Sociedad. Obviously, Martin Zubimendi is there, and some people are not interested in knowing about him anymore, but some people are, so that's why we're touching on it. Because some people think he might leave that club in the summer, especially if they got relegated. And they are saying, excuse me, Real Sociedad among the least scoring in the league. Talking about the players that are not scoring. Talking about players that have left that hasn't contributed. There is no mention of Zubimendi in here. But basically, Real Sociedad is experiencing quite complicated times. 15th, 9 points in 9 matches. Blah, blah, blah. They also mentioned Cubo, who was linked with Liverpool in the summer, saying that he's got 2 goals. Blah, blah, blah. So there's nothing really, I don't think, that's going to interest you in these newspapers other than the Trent stuff, which we will go and do now. So I'm going to stop recording and I'm going to go through this with you as best as I can in detail. But if you can't be asked to watch that video, there is nothing, I mean, there's nothing in here saying that he's talking to or has indicated he wants to move. In fact, they actually mention other players that Real Madrid could be interested in. So we'll go and talk about that in another video. I'm sorry if this isn't, my usual kind of video when I review the papers, but I genuinely can't even concentrate. I feel so poorly. So we'll crack on. All right. If you appreciate the video, please thumbs up the video and please drop me a comment. I'll be back with you in a few minutes to try and take a closer look at what's being said by Marca with regards Trent. Okay, guys, thumbs up, comment, and I'll speak to you soon.